Hi, Floss Tube friends. How are you? I've missed you. Thanks for coming back. Today is Tuesday, February 13th. I don't think I've ever made a video on a Tuesday. It's weird. Anyway, if we haven't met yet, my name is Daleen, and this is my channel where I talk about cross stitch and quilting and sewing and my dog and my grandbabies and my garden when it's in season and food, always food. And of course, what I'm grateful for. So come on in. Let's get started. Okay, so I have an apple pie. There's plenty for everybody. It was just too hot for me to hold, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it once I was done talking about it. So it's right over there. And anyway, I have three things I can talk to you about food-wise. This company is called ChocZero, and that means no sugar. And they make these really cool marshmallows with no artificial food coloring. It's all made natural. And they're like dehydrated, like when we were kids. And they're like the Lucky Charms cereal. Remember the marshmallows? They're so good. They're really good on hot cocoa. Pardon me. And they make syrups for your coffee. And they also make peanut butter cups. Dark. I only have one or two left to show you. Sorry. I got them a few weeks ago. I'm not... There you go. Anyway, they're really good. Highly recommend. So there's your food fix. But the, maybe you could scratch your phone or your computer because it'll smell like apple pie. That'll be good. Okay. How about if we show some things that I'd made in the past? Love Never Fails. 1982, when we were married. This is the one when I was showing it the first time. And I was holding it up and explaining it all, and then I realized, the E isn't right, and I never did go back and fix it. So anyway, I did this one in 2019. Framed it myself, found a frame on clearance sale. I think it was like $5. So I always have it out, but especially at Valentine's Day, I have it put in some displays. Okay, excuse my cough. FYI. I got pneumonia. I'm doing much better. So the cough is only once in a while. Okay. So anyway, okay. I have this little thing which fell down before I started filming. So it doesn't look as pretty as it did before, but it has lots of kinds of different things. Love is Kind. Who's that? That's Hands-on Design, Kathy Haberman. This one is Practice Kindness Every Day, 2005. Wow. Jiminy Christmas. That's kind of a... And I just put a little charm on that. It has a little charm in the middle. This one is... Oh, you're probably screaming. I can't remember. It's part of Jacob's. Okay. Embroidery. Oops. I can't remember. Okay, anyway. Just a little pillow that I made. And I put it up in the top corners, and then so that it sits up a little higher, I made this part a little bit higher and then sewed the buttons on it. So I like this one. You can see it. It's a good one. This one just says love. I did some black beads around the edge. I think you can see that. Oh, it has a little love charm on the back. That's kind of neat. It's just a piece of jewelry that I hardly ever wore, so I just stuck it on there. Oh, this one. I love this one. This is a really cool one. It's a flap that opens. And I sewed, this is another one by Jacob, and I can't remember the name of his company. I'm sorry. Oh, and I did a little button on the bottom to when you close it. And on the back, there was a piece of fabric that I had that I just decided to use on the back of it with a little heart charm. I love that one. Oh, this one really isn't Valentine, but I call it, I kind of treat it like a Valentine one because it has hearts on it. I think this was one of my first couple drums that I made. So here, I'll hold it and go like this so that you can see it. I really liked making it. And this I did it with the tutorial from Vanna Pfeiffer, and she has graciously giving us all kinds of tutorials. So this one is, if you follow her directions, turns out beautiful. Just seamless, beautiful. There's the top. I use the same fabric on the bottom. So I always display the heart part during this time of the year. Okay, what else do I have? Oh, I have this one, which I kind of love. I kind of love this one. It was fun. Did our initials a little different. And this one is, I don't know why I made it on a magnet, because I'm never going to put anything else on here, I don't think. Maybe I'll find something. I don't know. Anyway, I think I got these at a dollar store. When it was a dollar store, it was like on a wreath or something, or a door knocker, and I just cut them off because I thought they looked kind of neat. So it stands up higher. I try to find a couple things that stand up a little bit higher so that they show when they're in the basket. Oh, this one I made last year. Just a little teeny frame. And I added the border at the bottom and the top to make it a little skinnier so it would fit in it. Yeah, it says 2023 on the back. Oops, sorry about that. I love it. That's a good one. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, I got some finishes. Let's start with this one. I love this one. Okay, it is by Brenda Gervais. Oh, I never took it out of the package. It is called Tied with Heartstrings. I just fell in love with it because I always wanted to do a piece that had the ribbon woven into the fabric. I saw it on actual cross-stitch pieces. I've seen it before, but I always wanted to do it. So I did. And so I filled it with walnut shells, so it's really kind of squishy. And you can see the stitching. We'll hold up the sari silk. And there's buttons. Oh, on the back I used some buttons. Just some tied to tie it shut. There's a little heart shape that says made with love. And then all along here is where I used an upholstery needle, so it's a little bit longer. So you can weave it in, and keep going. But the eye of the needle is big enough that a piece of sari silk will go through it. But you can use that seam binding. I think that's what they suggest that you use. And I just use scraps of fabric. So mine's a little bit darker than what they show. She shows a really creamy, not white, but off-white. And then this is just a piece that I had extra. And so I just used it, and I love this. I don't know why I love this one so much. Love it. Okay, and then I did another one this year by Brenda Gervais, and it is called Be My Valentine. Okay. All right, so this one, I have all the little parts and pieces are in there. Oops, a daisy. Okay, this one, you buy a Whitman's Valentine with, I think it had 3 or 4 candies in it. And then you take it apart and you paint it and whatnot. And then you make the little pillow that goes in there, a little needle book. And then I put my scissors and things in there like they did. But this is so fun to do. Okay, so here's my Valentine. Here's the box. Okay, so this is the second box. All of the boxes of candy were like $1.50 or $2. And I bought one, brought it home. It's plastic on this part, so it didn't take the paint. So I threw all that away, started over. So the Whitman's is still made out of cardboard, and so you can paint it. So anyway, okay, so I got my box. I think it's a 3-ounce box of chocolate. Painted it, put some ribbon around it, cut out the hand and just the little things that I had, some paper, scraps of paper from scrapbooking, and then I put some paper on the inside to finish it. Pardon me. And then here's the little heart. Okay, I'm going to set this down. Here's the little heart pillow, and it's just stuffed with fiber fill, so it doesn't weigh anything. And then when you're done, you lay it down and you press it really with lots of steam. So look, it's like a little pancake. So it's really flat. Oh, it's just so charming. It was really fun, really easy. And then I had this from, I think this is from Lady Dot Creates, just the little edge of that to trim the whole thing. And then in the back, I just added a piece of ribbon that had some buttons on it, a little piece of sari silk. Okay, so this is the the little pin pillow, and then I put I put some paper in the bottom of this. You can see some buttons, thimble, and oh, you can see the stuff. What is that called? I'll tell you just a second. Oh, and my scissors. Okay, so this thimble is a little too big for me. I use it when I'm quilting. And inside there, you can kind of see the moleskin. It's what runners use on the back of their heels so they don't get blisters. And so that holds it for me so that it holds it perfectly where I want it when I'm quilting. So here's a little tip for you. Okay, so then here's the other little part. This is the little teeny needle book that you can make. And it has a little teeny heart that you cross stitch. Okay, let me get this out of the way here. And then the little pattern is just a little bird with a little vine, and it has little hearts. And then I put a little piece of wool felt inside for the needles, and I just used a buttonhole stitch to go around to put that in there. And so then all of this, tie it really nice, goes back into the Valentine, and then I just kind of displayed it, you know, kind of like that. So anyway, it was really fun. I love this one. This was really, really fun. So highly recommend. Both of them are Brenda Gervais. So, yeah, I love this one. I keep touching it. I feel it. I love this one. This was really fun. So those are the two that I made for Valentine's Day this year. So I love them. I love them. I love them. They turned out really nice. And yes, I threw the candy away. Mr. Wright had one bite of one little piece of it, and then he just said, "Oh, thank you." So the candy got tossed, but everything got, you know, used. Other than that, it got used. Okay, so my next thing is a piece that I finished, but the frame hasn't arrived yet. So you know it'll arrive today or tomorrow. So, okay, so here's my piece. This was my blessing sampler. So for the month of January, I stitched this. So hopefully my needle and thread and fabric and everything will be blessed for the whole year. So I finished it within the month of January. Okay, and so this piece is, I got the pattern right here. Hold on. This piece, it is, the name of the company is Color of the Star, and then the name of the pattern is The Other Side of the Mirror. And I'll put it down below. It was on Etsy that I found it. So I just loved it. It was just so different. I thought it would look so charming in my sewing room with, you know, the thread and the needle and the little hoop, and the bunny was so cute. So, and there was only a few colors. I think there's only like 5 or 6 colors. So it's a really, really fun one. And it stitched up it didn't even take me the whole month of January. So, oh, there's a little pair of scissors. Oh yeah, I love that. So, and I did order the frame. So next time I will, I'll put it all together in the frame, and then I'll share with you what I got. So I did kind of a creamy beige colored with a little bit of decoration around it. So hopefully it'll show up and it'll look okay. Yeah, that's a good one. That's really fun. It makes me smile when I see that one. So I will put this down below so that you can order it from Etsy. And I am not going to say the French words. My husband read the whole thing to me, and I was just as happy as could be about that. So there you go. Okay. Then let's see. Oh, this is my work in progress. This is from Mama Loves You GB. It is, the sampler is called Be Not a Dunce. Makes me laugh every time I say that. And she did hers all in a dark black. I think she did it for sampler November, when they do a black sampler. And then I love this, and I bought it several months ago because I just fell in love with it. Probably back in November, pardon me, when she first showed it. And then Molly from Linen and Scraps, she showed hers, and hers was done in all different kinds of pastel threads to make it look more antique. So I copied Molly. Thank you, Molly, for sharing that. And so far, I'm missing the outside border. And okay, on this one, her name is Mary Ann Kettle, 1839. And I am going to put her name on the back, but I am going to put my great-great-grandmother's name. And I'm also going to put, because on the pattern it says age 8 years and the year that she was 8. So that's what I'm going to put on this one too. So be not a dunce, remember thy creator in thy youth, and strive to learn. I just love this one. I thought it would be really fun to have by the computer and when I'm writing, and it's a good one. It made me smile. It goes really, really quick. And this is the first one that I've really just used my own threads, and there's all different colors, and I wanted it to look like Molly's. I wanted it to look a little bit old, and I don't know. I think it's neat. That was nice that Molly did it in a different color. It made me look at it a little bit differently. So anyway, thanks. Mama loves you, GB. And she has an Etsy shop. So you can just download it and start stitching it tonight. So that'll be a fun thing. Okay, so I got a couple presents and I wanted to share. Okay, first of all, Miss Maisie got a Valentine. You're one cool dog. You're a cool cat. So one of my friends, Barbara, has a cat, and so she sent it to Maisie. That's hilarious. That's funny. And I got the cutest little antique looking Valentine, vintage. That's really fun. And then today I got a really fun Valentine from my friend Tana, and that was really sweet of her. That was so nice. I gotta say, being a little bit under the weather and having a couple of crummy things happen, I was glad to say goodbye to January. Yuck, we don't like January in our family. Everything in the world happens in January, except my oldest son, their hot water tank burst the day before January started, so December 31st. So that just kicked it off for our whole family. My friend of 47 years passed away, and it's just been a couple weeks to try to wrap my brain and heart and soul around that. So it's been nice to get a couple of little goodies from all of my friends, my stitching friends. I appreciate it. I got this beautiful, and I forgot to ask if I could show it, so I'm just showing it. Anyway, look, it's gray and pink. Well, some of my favorites. And she made this for me, the gray inside. I love that. I love this fabric. Isn't that neat that somebody made me a project bag? Makes me so happy, and you can tell I have stuff in it, so that's really fun. It's really nice. It's just, friends are the best, and it just breaks your heart when you just aren't going to talk to them again. And so it's really lovely that this community kind of fills those gaps and brings friends around again. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so then I got one more thing from my friend Kim. Okay, number one, she sent me this thread, Classic Colorworks Apple Fritter. Okay, here, let's cover my face, and then you can see it. It's just the prettiest red, and it's really variegated. I just love that. I had never used this before. That is so nice that she sent that. That's a really nice thing to show different threads to folks. That might be my new favorite. Look at that. That is beautiful. Apple Fritter, Classic Colorworks. 8 prize. That is a good one. And then in my package came this little teeny charm that you put on a horn book. Let's see. There you go. Can you see? Oh, my face. There you go. Can you see that? It's from Heartstring Samplery. Beth Twist's husband has the boardroom, and he makes these different little boards, different little little goodies for people, and it's just like, how charming is that? It has her little logo and the little alphabet. Love it. Pardon me. And all of that came with this beautiful pillow stitched on 40 count. I just love this pattern, and I've kind of looked at it and I just never pulled the trigger, and then my friend made it for me. It feels like it's filled with sawdust. I think it's filled with sawdust. Her stitches are beautiful. and 40 count. Oh, it's so pretty. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to put it away. I think I'm going to just make a little corner somewhere in my sewing room or something that just has all kinds of Valentine things in them, because some of these are so pretty. You know, I'm not putting this away. I'm not putting these things away. I'm going to use them. I'm going to enjoy them. So anyway, okay, I'm grateful. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for silver hydrosol. It's got me this far, so it's helped me breathe a little bit better, and I'm feeling a lot better. So, and bug netting. I put bug netting out in my garden already. No, it's not for my garden. I covered all my blueberry bushes. And you think it's because I have birds that are no, there's no blueberries on them. Somebody who's white and about 85 pounds and sweet and cute likes to chomp on my blueberry branches that are like fresh sprouts for spring that I guess they taste good. I don't know, but if I don't cover them, I'm not going to have any blueberries. So they're all covered like lollipops in my backyard with blueberry bushes with the bug netting. And thank you so much for all of the friends of the kind words that you've had for me. My heart was heavy and January is tricky and hard and weird, and I'm glad it's gone so long. So we're going to enjoy February. And I'm so grateful for sugar-free treats. And we got to go to the chocolate factory, and I happened to see Mr. Right by a Valentine that had lots. I think it had 7 or 8 pieces of chocolate in it that are sugar-free. So fingers crossed that was for me. And I get surprised tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going to cut it short because you don't need to hear me coughing and clearing my throat. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And happy Valentine's Day to all my friends. And we'll chat soon. Bye-bye.